Good evening and welcome to part 2 of today's From Day 1. So welcome on in. As always, let's hit the mailbag real quickly before we get to tonight's frauditors, auditors, and everybody, stupid. Alrighty. So we have a few emerald. Ooh, 1,000. That's a nice one. Yes, please. Ooh, 1,500. Just like, ooh, piece of candy. Okay. So we start today with mass accountability. Who thinks he's going to go ahead and play fun at a police station? However, let's just say things don't turn out the way he expects them to. So, with our friends over at Frauditors Troll, let's begin.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright guys, we're here at the Worcester Police Department. It can be known to many as the auditor haters.
This guy is definitely not firing on all cylinders. He's having a hard time putting a sentence together.
Auditor arresters, however you want to say it.
In other words, they have brain cells.
There's been two auditors that have come here so far, and they've both been arrested and charged.
And somehow you think it's a great idea to go there yourself.
Yes.
Not the brightest, like I said.
Bro, there's no signs of nothing, man. There's no signs, nothing. There's no signs or anything. I know, but yeah, at first, yeah. Oh, he's coming out. Yeah. He's radioing in right now. He's radioing in right now. He's radioing in right now. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna record on my body cam. I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna get there's someone in there.
No shit, it's a police station. Of course there's someone in there.
Scenes of the crime. Yeah. The other one's in that main lobby.
After this, there's about 10 minutes of complete dead air, so we're not going to have you watch that.
Thank you.
Go straight to the confrontation.
Hey guys,
What's up?
no.
What is?
Okay?
What is?
Don't do that, guys, please.
What?
Don't exercise my rights? Is that what you're saying? Come on, man.
Why did this sergeant have a problem with it?
He's just coming on shift and he didn't have an issue.
What can we do, sir? Just so we have it.
Be very careful.
No, okay, walk in. Walk in, Trey.
Oh, you watch. Here's what's gonna happen. Just say this one time.
Yeah.
You prohibit from doing that video and stuff like that, especially of the lot and stuff over there.
All right.
You understand?
Is this not public areas?
Hickory 3. I'm gonna be out at the lobby.
You're gonna
lobby
escalate this,
area.
huh?
And why don't you start me in that car?
Yeah, there we go. The intimidation now.
No intimidation.
It is
Yeah,
intimidation,
bro.
Watkins.
What's illegal right now?
No shit.
You guys want? Like I say once again, and not be videoing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Especially
In a public area? Is this not publicly accessible?
I'm gonna say this one time.
Yeah,
Sir.
I'm gonna tell you
Sir.
one time, Watkins. You're gonna shut up and listen.
They're acting all big and tough now, saying shut up and listen to the police officer, but in a few minutes, they're going to be the ones crying.
Is this a public area or not?
Sir,
Here we go.
I know.
Here we go is right.
We're trying to figure this out.
Yeah. See you later, Watkins. Go back inside.
And if you're still here videoing,
Yeah.
okay, remember what I just told you.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna threaten me with? What charges? What charges, sir?
Being an idiot in
We want to
public.
get this clear so we can stop if we have to.
Let me talk to this guy.
Should I go live?
Yeah, hold on. Hey, sir.
He's trying to escalate, sir.
What's going on, man? We're escalating this now?
He said this is illegal what we're doing right now.
Come on.
Thank you, sir.
Can I have your name and badge number for the record, please?
Hold on.
What is that?
Down.
Down.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, he's calling a bunch more units in trying to intimidate us out of here, man. It's a public area, you know? Oh, sorry. We're not going to go into any restricted areas. If you want to make that clear with me. If you make that clear with us, we'll be in public hearing. No, I'm saying, he's saying that we cannot build a report out here. That's the law. Well, this is the publicly acceptable area.
Dude, you can record your friend 8 miles away.
How you doing, Seth? Good.
I'm always amazed on how stupid and useless these people are. I can't imagine for the life of me having nothing better to do than to go harass the cops at the police station. It makes no sense.
Sorry, just gotta deal with this now. I'm sorry, man. We've got stuff to do out there, you know what I mean?
Hey, bro. Like, when you were fucking, like, yelling at him, bro, this was what's the PD? I thought we were taking him back or not. Dude.
Nope, not on that one.
Dude.
Nope.
Dude, when the frauditors even calling you out.
When we talk about something, let's make sure we stick with it, though, you know?
Now this is hilarious. They're having a disagreement on how much attitude they should give the cops. One guy is saying let's tone it down, and the other guy wants to double down. What a bunch of morons.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
What are you doing?
Good. We're just recording
Recording what?
the station.
Recording what?
The station.
For what reason?
For being stupid.
We're
Documenting.
independent journalists. We're doing a story in the police department.
Ourselves independent.
Where's your credentials?
It's right here.
That doesn't work.
What kind of credentials do we need?
We're not here to bother you guys. We're just here to.
We didn't go in the building. We haven't gone to any restricted areas.
Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 police officers for a constitutionally protected right.
What's that?
Freedom of press.
Really? I mean, we're not here.
You don't need press credentials. First Amendment is our press credentials. What are you?
Gerard.
Gerard?
Gerard.
You got a badge number?
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
You don't have a badge number?
Lieutenant.
You can
Walk inside, escalate.
de-escalate a little bit, sir.
I don't know why they're asking him to de-escalate. He seems really calm to me. But you know, with these people, you have to consider their feelings because they're snowflakes.
We didn't bother anybody. We didn't even.
Were you down on that cruiser line?
No. No, we're at the bottom of the stairs.
We
We were at the bottom of the stairs talking to Sergeant Dowd.
Yes, we were. We said hi and.
And
What's your lawful purpose?
Excuse me?
What's your lawful purpose here?
Our public
What's the reason? What's the report?
Stop backing me into the corner, sir. Damn. Do you know how to de-escalate?
That's all we are doing.
We're documenting what you're doing for restrictions for, you know.
For the police station?
Yeah.
No. Not
Restrictions as in, do I have to wear this in the building? As in, all of you walked out without masks.
Right.
Like it says, you should have them on.
As of Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got it. That's what we're documenting.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're documenting all this information to disseminate to the public. Okay, so they know if there's police
What?
department.
I'm just wondering where it says as of Thursday.
As of Thursday on the email I got, Bill.
Where does it say on this stuff? So does that mean I can walk in with no mask? Does that mean I can walk in with no mask?
This guy, more than any other frauditors, really needs signs to run his life. It's really pathetic. Why can't you rely on your common sense instead of signs?
It's because he doesn't have common sense.
Yeah, you could walk in there
Oh, okay.
with no mask.
Alright. Why do you keep backing me in, dude?
Because it's time for you guys to leave.
Is this
I'm
not?
asking you one more time to leave, and then you're going to get locked up for trespassing.
Is this a?
Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right, leave.
Alright.
And then leave. You understand that? Good. Then leave.
Are you gonna push it?
I'm gonna walk away.
Goodbye.
Intimidation tactic. I'm walking away.
Goodbye.
You
You're
hear
out of
me?
the line.
I'm walking away.
Goodbye. Excuse me.
What?
You have an ID on it?
You guys can't get my ID. What? Why? Don't touch me, sir. For what?
You were down in that lot.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. Ask Sergeant Dowd. Ask Sergeant Dowd.
Hey, did they run that lot?
No, ask Sergeant Dowd.
Do you guys hear the fear in his voice? Like, why do you put yourself in those situations if you really don't want to be arrested? If you don't want to be arrested, just stay at home or get a normal job.
Hold on. I'll give it to you on the threat of arrest.
All right. Why does he grab my arm then?
ID.
Hold on. He's not grabbing my arm. Okay. I gotta get in my backpack. Back.
Get out of there.
What, sir? Let go of me, please. I'll get it. I'll get it. No, I don't. Guys, can I have some space, please? Oh my God. Why are you letting him walk without ID? What is going on, guys?
And just like PayPal Patty, he starts snitching on his friends. Hey, why are you letting him walk out without ID?
You can't go on cruise the line.
Sir, we weren't in there.
Oh, on the side you said you were, so give me the ID right now.
Can you please talk to
Give me an
Sergeant
ID right
Dow?
now, I said.
Sir, can you please talk to... You said you weren't going to arrest
Give
me.
me an ID, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
Give me an ID.
Sir, can you please talk to Sergeant Dowd? He saw where we went. We didn't go in the factories or what? Sir, am I going to be arrested if I don't?
Yes.
Am I going to be arrested if I don't? Is this publicly accessible right here?
The lot was not, no.
We did not go in the lot. Sir, we went down to the bottom of the stairs, talked to Sergeant Dowd. He was in this left lot over there. We never went down to the right lot whatsoever. You can look at the cameras and everything. What? Look at, they let him off. Can I just go like you guys asked me to? Captain?
Where that guy go? Take off.
Thank you.
Don't go in the lot anymore.
We didn't.
Stay out of the
Okay.
lot.
Okay. We didn't, but we won't. We didn't, but we won't. Guys, call them.
Call them for what? Should we call them to thank them for doing their job and dealing with these two idiot clout chasers? Sure, we can do that.
Call them, guys. What's the PD? What's the PD, guys? Yeah. Yeah. Call them. Nothing with the do not call. Call them, guys. Blow up.
Well, there you have it. Another frauditor that...
Is stupid as fuck. Mike, are you ready? We need a little court time.
Hi, this is Attorney Mike Irvin coming to you from Chicago.
Thank you, Mike.
As usual, and today I've got a fun one. I was recently on a show called Credence and Bishop. They're fun guys, and one of them goes by Credence and one of them goes by Mikey the Legend, which is a tad ostentatious. You all know you can just go with Sir Michael the Great for me. But they're fun guys. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. And I was looking at their page, and they had a good sovereign citizen on a prior video, and I just kind of want to take a look at that. They're in the background having fun. Those are the voices you hear, but it's all right. It just adds to it. Let's do it.
I'm represented, Mr. Cross is unrepresented, and I've been trying to have Mr. Timmonshaw take an invitation to a breakout room now for the better half of an hour.
Nice to see the person can't figure out how to do a breakout
figure out a
room
way
for
to
an
get
hour.
to the breakout room with Ms. Gardner, because you can't discuss your case obviously in open court because being the prosecutor can hear everything. So, George D, can you try to do something to get him into a breakout room?
And she tried. I tried to force them.
Breakout room 5, sir.
I can close all the breakout rooms, but that's going to push David back.
That's fine, and we can send him back out.
Okay.
Come on, to us, been here since 9.
Okay, let me see.
Thanks. Mr. Carl Washington?
Loser?
Mr. Washington is not represented. He's previously been here twice, indicated that he was asking for...
There you go. Mr. Washington's center right, and you can just tell by the camera work he's the subset.
Continuance to hire counsel, and I still don't see counsel records.
I feel like Ghost. I feel like you and Carl may be in the same place.
Well,
your picture matches.
I need a public defender for now, just for now, to get this moving along. Can we do that?
You can call in and apply for the public defender, but just for now, it doesn't make sense to us. I mean, the prosecutor has as much right to a speedy trial as the defense does. You're right. It's a mistake to proceed without an attorney. You want to hang up, call the court. You got a pen?
I do.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Carry on.
And
okay.
ask to apply for the public defender, and then call back regardless, and we'll address it at that point. Okay?
Which one was the attorney?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want me to put you on standby, make the call, and then call you back?
That's what I'm
back
saying.
online.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you. And what's the other person's name?
Mr. Cross.
Mr. Cross. Philip Edward Cross, can you unmute?
That's the place to be, Ghost. It's the place to be. Where is Mr. Cross?
Mr. Cross, do you intend to represent yourself, hire an attorney, or seek the public defender?
I am myself.
You're going to represent yourself?
Yeah.
Well, I take it back. I guess Carl was calling back to get an attorney. It's Mr. Cross that's gone full subset.
Why not?
I can't represent myself. I am myself.
Do you intend to represent yourself, hire an attorney, or seek the public defender?
I intend to speak for myself.
You intend to speak for yourself. That means you're representing yourself. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not representing myself. I am myself. I'm a live man.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Mr. Cross, can you turn on your video?
Please, we've got to see this genius at work.
Yes, please.
There it is.
Chris
Okay.
Cross, don't make it.
So, Mr. Cross, you're charged with one count of reckless endangerment. That's a gross misdemeanor punishable by up to 364 days in jail and $5,000 fine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
When you indicate to me that you're alive, you are yourself and you are a live man, that tells me that you have certain specific opinions with regard to the criminal justice system. And I respect that, but I need to make sure I make a record.
I don't respect it, but yeah, it certainly indicates that you're a sovereign citizen.
So, you have the absolute right to be represented by an attorney. If you can't,
I probably didn't spell it right, but it's I'm not in contract with you.
Don't have an attorney.
Yes, click and clack.
The standards of an attorney.
These are always so good.
Which means that there are risks associated with representing yourself. I'm assuming that you do not have any training in the law.
He's a sovereign citizen.
So as we proceed through the process, you're going to be proceeding in a fashion where
he looks like one
too. Expected to comply with the court rules. There's procedural rules, there's evidence rules, and you're going to be held to the same standard as a lawyer. I can't help you out. That's why almost everyone's better with an attorney. Because the attorney's familiar with those rules. Now, I need you to answer
these are so good.
Straightforward questions.
So
it's
good.
Going to be good. It's going to be good.
Oh, it is. Always making the highlight reel. These people.
Defender, or do you intend to hire a lawyer to represent you?
I intend to represent myself.
Okay. How do you intend to proceed today?
I can proceed forward to the motion calendar.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
No! What did I tell you about the dogs? Dogs are nice. You don't treat dogs bad.
So you want to set the case for trial with motions?
I do not consent.
Okay.
Yes.
He's got stuff written down. He's reading it right now.
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to assist you to some degree only because I'm assuming that you don't have access to O-Court.
No.
O-Court.
Ms. McBaron, do you have screen sharing abilities?
I am on a different computer.
That's fine.
Doing my
Georgia, can you give me screen sharing abilities?
If you were using StreamYard.
I'm working on the order right now.
I saw that.
Okay.
Or OBS.
So, Mr. Cross, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Do you see where it says order on pretrial conference? In the upper right-hand corner?
Yes.
What this says is that we're setting the case for a motion on April the 13th at 1:30.
Exactly.
That if it goes to trial, it would be going to trial on April the 21st at 10 o'clock. Excuse me, jury call would be April 21st at 10 o'clock. Both of those court hearings, the motion hearing and the jury call, you can zoom in for. Unless you want the motion hearing to be live, in which case you require the officers to be here live if that's the kind of motion. Do you know what kind of motions you're filing?
The kind in the ocean.
Pretty sure I know which ones I need. I'm filing, but
I don't know if he got that. The judge said, "Do you know what kind of motions you're filing?" He said, "I'm pretty sure I know which kind I need." This thing's going to trial next month. First of all, thanks again to Credence and Bishop. I lifted this right off their channel, and again, that's who you hear in the background. I've never seen this Judge Stewart before. I kind of like him. He's going with the same approach a recent judge did, which is I'm going to display to you what you're up against. Clearly, this guy does not understand anything. The judge is telling him, but we carry on.
I'm not sure if I might be adding
The motions that are going to require.
He's not very good at this so far, by the way.
No, he isn't.
All those years of sovereign citizen college have gone to waste.
Are the motions are your motions going to require testimony?
No, they will not.
Okay. Do you want to appear for the motions virtual?
Are your motions going to require testimony? No, they won't. He has no idea.
He has no
He
idea.
doesn't know what the motion is yet. Oh, Lord.
Or do you want to have the parties appear in person for the motions?
In person.
Virtually is fine.
Okay. So we'll allow motions and jury call virtually. If it goes to trial, you're going to have to appear in person. Okay?
Copy that.
Have the copy of the discovery.
Over.
Yeah, I like how he acquiesces to personal appearance. If not, they proceed without you or issue a bench warrant. So it's not like you have a lot of choice, but it's cute that he thinks he does.
Not yet.
10-4, good buddy.
Are you requesting a copy of the discovery?
Yes, I am requesting a copy.
Okay. Do we have Mr. Cross's?
This stuff gets real cringy real fast.
Oh, cool. I like cringy.
Does it start with a 12?
I wonder what he did.
Yes, it does. 1, 2.
Okay. So, Ms. McBaron, do you have his email address?
I can probably get it here on.
Read it out loud if you do.
Please.
We will provide a copy of the email to you. Mr. Cross, if you don't receive the discovery, Ms. McBaron, can you forward the discovery to him by the end of the week?
Yes.
Mr. Cross, if you don't receive the discovery by the end of the week, I want you to contact the court and let us know, okay?
Copy that.
Hey, voice is
Now,
scary.
3-5, if you notice on the form here, it says a 3-5 hearing is requested. Ms. McBaron is erring on the side of caution, indicating that you're challenging the admission of any statements. Because you haven't given us the nature of your hearings, I'm going to require that your motion include any reference to a challenge of the hearing admission of any of your statements under Miranda. Is there a 911 tape, Ms. McBaron? No 911 tape will be offered. There's no motions that you've noted today, so your motions are going to have to be in writing to put the city on notice as to what they are. Those motions are going to be due 2 weeks prior to the April 13th hearing. So by March the 31st, you need to file copies of your written motions with the court and serve them on the city.
I can almost guarantee he doesn't file anything, but if he does, it will be an affidavit of truth.
The McBaron's going to send you discovery. The discovery is going to have an email address. You're to respond to that email address with a copy of your written motions. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any witnesses that the city have identified are set forth in the police report. If you have witnesses other than yourself, I expect you to identify those witnesses along with...
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Okay.
And it wasn't my conveyance.
If you're asserting any defense other than denial, you need to include those with your motion.
You think he'll be able to fill this paperwork out?
No.
The mayor is indicating
that's
on 5. Is that based upon the arraignment date?
That's one thing that they do a lot is
Based on his first appearance subsequent to warrant, which is on 2-4.
they file a lot of motions and
So,
all this
questions about this pretrial
YouTube
order,
stuff,
Mr. Cross?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I got to do another document, so give me a sec here.
That sounds pretty good, Carol.
Yeah. Oop. Waiver to jury trial. Waiver to attorney. Trying to read and see if I can get any information about what he did.
I think that they will probably get into that.
So,
hey, Double F.
What's up, Double F?
Mr. Cross, you have the absolute right to be represented by an attorney, okay?
Got the abs.
Yeah,
If you're waiving your right
working
to be
out, bro?
represented by an attorney, you're doing so at your own risk.
Roger.
I'm going to provide this document here to your email. You see the document on the screen?
Yes, I do.
I want you to go through that document, okay? And answer all these questions, or be prepared to answer the questions at the next court hearing.
I see reckless endangerment.
Oh yeah, big bold letters.
Through these things, but the trial, assuming this case goes to a jury trial, and it's set for a jury trial right now. Jury trials start out with a thing called voir dire. You know what voir dire is?
That's the pictures you take. That's not quite completely naked, but pretty close.
Kind of thing.
Perfect. And I said starts out with, actually before voir dire is motions in limine. Do you know what motions in limine are?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he has no idea what any of this is.
That's not one to.
Okay, I'm going to ask you if you can type.
Well, they're the motions at the beginning of the trial. Have you tried a case before, Mr. Cross?
No.
So you're new to this bullshit? I mean, stuff that you...
detail right here at your next court date, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to promise me, can you promise me you're going to read through this document?
Oh, absolutely.
On to each of these questions.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure, why not, Your Honor?
If you show up at your next court, you're indicating that you don't want a lawyer, okay? I'm telling you, you're at a disadvantage proceeding without an attorney. At any time between now and your next court date, you can contact the court and apply for the public defender. At any time between now and your next court date, you can hire an attorney. After your next court date, you can apply for the public defender or hire an attorney. But the court...
This judge is really nice. He's taking a very nice approach. He's showing the defendant that he's way over his head, and then giving him every out in the book. This Judge Stewart is new to me, but I like his approach. Hopefully this guy starts looking at this and realizes he can't do it, and contacts a public defender, and they can probably resolve the issue.
Court thinks that it's very, very dangerous for you to proceed without one, but I want to make sure you understand that if that's what you elect to do, you're going to be held to a standard attorney. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're going to go over this in detail. Ms. McBaron, put notes in your record to make sure that I go over this in detail after Mr. Cross has an opportunity to review it, okay?
Will do.
Georgia D, make sure, and...
I'd love to see this go to a jury trial.
Can you imagine?
Okay.
I think he's very new.
Juliers.
I think he's very new at the sovereign citizen.
Okay, so your next court date, you understand, is going to be
Right.
April 13th. I have 1:30, and can I have Ms. McBaron put a /S on this form just to show that I went over this with you? That's just for your signature because you can't sign it.
Put it in the calendar. What time?
Okay.
You can also just refer to the YouTube video where you did it in excruciating detail, and there's video.
Yeah, that too.
Heck, you can cite Law Talk with Mike if you like.
And you want to proceed without a lawyer today, is that correct?
Yes.
And you understand that there's risks for doing so?
No.
And
Your Honor, I'd like a mistrial. My attorney's an idiot.
Okay.
So ruled.
Doesn't matter for the 13th.
What time?
1:30.
Okay, Mr. Cross, you're free to go. We'll see you then.
Never said a time.
He has something in his mustache.
All right, thank you, sir.
He's eating.
Yeah, he is.
You too.
You don't have a lot of time.
Lawyer on the go.
Sure, looks like we're ready for a plea on Mr. Timentois.
Well, there you have it.
Thank you, Law Talk with Mike. Tones, are you there? We still got time for one more lovely fun. Oh, you got somebody who's stupid enough to be stupid with a car? Yes, please. Oh, hell yes. I need to have some fun with an idiot being, well, an idiot with a car.
Filming, you just can't be driving. You understand that?
Well, officer, you clearly know who you're dealing with, so do you understand is clearly a rhetorical question.
So you waited for me? No, I was right there. You literally were at my stop. I was insisting on an accident, and then you drove off right when I was there. You're pulling out. No, I wasn't. I was doing my accident report. I saw you pull out. I pulled out of the gas station and went and was doing my accident report in another parking lot. Mobile parking lot is very small. Mobile parking lot is very small? Yes. So, do you see this, guys?
Yeah, we see it. Just another sovereign citizen moron making a fool of himself at a traffic stop.
Yeah. So, you have an opportunity to uphold rights or enforce statutes and codes. Which one do you want to do? What are you talking about? Well, you can uphold my right. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're driving. You have a suspended license. How do you know that? Because I know who you are.
Did you hear that, guys? Wait, can you repeat that?
I know that you have a suspended license from previous encounters that we have dealt with. When I saw you driving, I checked your name. Saw you had a suspended
You
license.
checked my name?
Yes, I did.
You checked my name without probable cause?
You're driving. I know you have a suspended license.
That would be the probable cause.
Roasted. That's probable cause. So you ran my name.
Yes.
Why would you run my name?
Because you're an idiot.
And you had a suspended license.
Come on, buddy. You can put it together.
You understand how this looks?
Yep.
You do understand how this looks?
Yes. Alright, go ahead and step out for me.
Okay.
We're going in cuffs, so I don't know if you want to put the phone away, put it in your pocket, whatever.
We're going in cuffs?
Yes.
Yes.
Under arrest. We're driving on a suspended license.
You're going to jail.
Well, you know I haven't had due process of law yet, right?
I know you're suspended. I've already confirmed that you're suspended. And you are driving.
But I haven't been given due process of law.
How do you figure?
Because my court case is still ongoing.
Oh, fuck
The
this.
fact that you are going to court to explain your side and try to argue why you shouldn't be held accountable is your due process of law.
Secretary of State suspended your license.
No, they didn't. I have a letter stating that my license was not
You have
suspended.
that letter with you? Because
I sent it to the court.
Because as of right now, Secretary of State tells me that your license is suspended.
I sent it to the court.
Okay.
So there's a miscommunication here. Do you see how we get in the miscommunication?
Okay, but I have to go, because I don't have that letter. You're not presenting that letter to me. So I have to go by what Secretary of State is providing me, which shows that you are suspended.
Given that you have not shown this letter to anyone prior to this encounter, or drive around with a copy of it that would very much benefit you in this situation, I'm going to say that letter doesn't actually exist.
Good guess.
Go ahead and step out for me, Josh.
All right. Well.
Go ahead and turn around.
Alrighty, so, yeah, they know who I am, guys. They know who I am. So.
A lying second shit moron.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, I am.
You're sure you want
By the way, don't do meth, kids.
to do this? You just look good on camera, dude.
I appreciate
and now you're going to look like hell.
I appreciate it.
Now you're going to look horrible,
All right,
dude.
go ahead and put the other hand behind your back.
Man, you guys don't get how this works, man.
Says the man who keeps saying, I don't understand in court.
You guys,
Oh, that's this moron?
hold on.
Wait, did he just
You don't know how this works.
do a racist shit, a Spanish statement?
So you waited for me. No. So you waited for me. How did I wait for you? You waited for me. Well, you ran my name.
I didn't run your name, so after I saw you drive.
Oh, you didn't? I don't believe that.
We do not care.
That's fine. I don't believe you. That's fine. Okay. Are you double locking those? Or
Thank you, Tomlin.
I just did double lock them.
All right.
Are those too late for you?
Well, I mean, you know, like, you obviously want to retaliate against me, right?
How am I retaliating? I'm literally asking to make sure
You
you're okay.
just look good on camera.
I appreciate
You just look good on camera. Now you look like shit.
Nobody cares. Nobody. And you need to shut up.
Just like, bowheads look like shit.
So you're saying I'm looking bad because I'm pulling over somebody who's driving on a suspended license?
Yes.
That's the way you look at it, right?
That's
the
the
way
law.
That's the way you see it.
You can't drive on a suspended
Do
license.
you have
That's the law.
discretion?
Not with a misdemeanor, no.
You don't have discretion?
No. So you're saying I can just let someone steal a bunch of stuff from Walmart, let them
I
walk
didn't
away,
say
and
that
I don't know.
because I didn't say
That is a 93A misdemeanor just as suspension.
Listen, when that's the case, you have a victim. You have somebody on the opposite side that's going to be claiming they got stolen. Somebody stole from them, right?
Yes,
you
there
have
is a
somebody
victim
that's
in a
going to
retail
be claiming, right? So somebody is victimized. The only one victimized here is the guy you just kidnapped.
Welcome to the room of infinite bullshit!
Thank you, Popo.
You're kidnapping me right now.
I'm not kidnapping.
Am I going against my will?
It's called being under arrest. You should know this is like your third or fourth time, right?
Do you have anything on you besides your phone? Any weapons, knives, guns, anything like that?
I was
know
going
you
to say
have
more
to
like
buy a
it's
gun.
3 to
Do you have anything on
400
you?
time.
I don't know.
I had the right to remain silent,
You just did not have
but
the
I didn't have
ability.
the ability.
Sounds about right.
You wouldn't even give me your name when I asked you. When we were at your daughter's birthday party.
For birthday party? Oh, at my daughter's?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know you were out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now you remember me.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking to you.
People, this is retaliation.
Oh yeah, sure, Lanto. I'm sure everybody's retaliating against you. Everyone is responsible for your woes in life except for you.
You have discretion right now. You could say,
You don't,
hey.
do you have any warrants?
Do I have any warrants? No.
Okay, as long as you don't have any warrants, I'm going to give you a ticket and we're going to let you go.
Okay, yeah, and then I'll fight it out in court.
Hey, what do you know? There's your due
There's
process of law
discretion.
again. If you don't like what's going on, you get to go to court and dispute it. I just hope you have a better strategy than I don't understand.
Listen, I'm not trying.
But I don't.
Talk down to you or anything like that, man. I'm really not trying to talk down to any of you guys, but you guys see how like the public perceives you.
Well, I can tell you the
like,
public.
With
hang on. I can tell you the public from that one. We're not even happy that you were there. That
what from Bowhead?
No. Just now at my accident.
The public wasn't happy that I was there.
The two other citizens that I was dealing with.
I didn't have them on camera.
You said yourself you were recording her. She was recording you.
After she recorded me, I put her on camera.
Okay, I'm just saying. So that's the public too.
Okay.
Any citizen is considered the public.
Exactly. So when people tell you they don't like having a camera shoved in their faces, that means you are causing trouble for the public. And the job of the police is to serve the public, even if their needs don't align with yours individually.
Right. But hear me out. Like, because there doesn't have to be this divide between you guys and the people that you serve.
Oh, I agree.
There doesn't have to be that divide.
I agree, but there are laws that still have to be followed.
Okay, but there were laws against weed 4 years ago.
Correct, and those have been amended and changed.
Right, so do you believe, would you have enforced those 4 years ago because you hate your job?
I did.
Okay,
I've
do
been
you
doing
feel
this
bad now that you did that?
No.
You don't?
No, because
you don't feel bad that you ruined people's lives over plant matter? I would feel horrible about that.
And yet you have never taken any personal responsibility for ruining your life with it, have you?
Was it their choice or was it my choice to do what I did? And to do what they did?
Anytime
was it their choice?
Most of the time when people interact with you, it's not their choice.
Okay, but in regards to the marijuana, was it their choice at that time?
To have the marijuana on them?
Yeah,
sure.
But
there was nothing wrong with it.
Was it illegal at that time?
Was it illegal at the time? We're talking about legal and immoral.
No.
Moral and immoral.
But you're bringing it back to, was it illegal? My job is to enforce the laws, right?
That's your job?
And
what if those laws are immoral?
You are hardly the appropriate person to make the distinction of what is immoral and what isn't.
It wasn't immoral.
What if those laws are immoral? I'm asking you a serious question.
If I am given an order that is not lawful, I do not have to follow it.
Okay, what is lawful?
Following the laws that are written by the Constitution, the laws that are written by the state.
Is the Constitution the supreme law of the land?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're doing to me right now is a violation of that Constitution.
It is not.
No.
Like I said, if everything checks out and you don't have any warrants, I'm going to issue a ticket and I'm going to let you get out of here.
All right. I love tickets because then I get to go make recordings in court. And then I get to expose that it's an extortion racket.
An extortion racket that has dismissed quite a number of tickets for you and not forced you to pay fines.
Well, I can tell you a lot of court's been happening over Zoom, so...
Yeah. They try to threaten me and tell me they're going to arrest me for recording in court too, but I do it anyway. Right? Because I know there's nothing wrong with it.
I think they have a signpost on the front door that says no recording, though, right? In the courtroom?
Oh, yeah, they try it. Why do you think they don't want recording in court?
So, wait. So, if a store owner has a sign outside his business that said no firearms allowed, can they enforce that?
That's a business owner, and if he's open to the public, then it's quasi-public place. I mean, these are all, like, philosophical type questions.
I mean, it just goes back and forth, right?
Yeah. I mean, but the bottom line is, like, how should we act, right? Like, right now, you know I'm no threat to you.
Correct, which is why I've been quoted. So, under my policies, anybody who has placed under arrest has to be placed in handcuffs.
Okay, so
I'm following my policies.
When you were out at my daughter's birthday party, you know I was no threat to anybody.
Which is why you were never in cuffs, never. Even though you were the reason
I was... But that's not a consolation for doing the right thing. So doing the right thing, we should never have to worry about what the consequences of doing the right thing. Ever.
Correct.
Okay.
Were you doing the wrong thing?
When?
Driving.
Okay, I've watched Joshua Lanto engage in multiple debates on YouTube, and to be perfectly honest, he got his ass handed to him in every single one of them, and I'm willing to bet this officer has watched every one of them, because he is absolutely owning him at every argument. He doesn't have to, but it is so satisfying to hear.
You know what the definition of the word driver is in legally?
No, explain it to me.
It's somebody employed or doing commerce on the roadway.
Somebody what?
Employed or doing commerce on the roadway.
What do you mean by commerce?
It means like, okay, taxi driver, bus driver, Uber driver, right?
So a transporter.
Somebody that's making money on the road, right? Because here's the deal. Here's how the laws change to where you can do this to me right now versus they set up the laws to basically charge taxes and registration fees for people that were using the roads and adding extra wear and tear to the road.
How long have registration fees been around? Because As long as I've been driving, they've always been around.
Oh, well, I'm not asking like how long they've been around. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to tell you how they turned the commercial application to a private setting.
Okay.
Right? And it was very tricky and very slick how they did it in the court system.
Nobody gives a motherfuck.
I'm skipping ahead. We've heard enough of these arguments, and we all know how they all end.
That judge in Clarkson, she recalled the warrant so quick. You know why she recalled the warrant really fast?
Because you're an idiot.
Kelly Costin. Like, you've probably been in her courtroom a million times, dude. Okay, yeah. She recalled that warrant so fast.
A warrant for you?
Yeah.
For what?
For being an idiot.
15 minutes late to the proceeding, I shouldn't have had to be it because I didn't commit a crime.
It's false. The judge recalled the warrant because you were just 15 minutes late to your court hearing. Something she was not actually obligated to do, but did so at her discretion. Funny how this broken, corrupt extortion racket operates, with judges having every opportunity to lock you up, deciding they don't want to.
But when it comes to law, okay, there's a lot of things. You know, statutes and codes aren't even laws.
What dimension are you from where that is true?
The stupid dimension.
In regard to which one?
All you have to do is Google United States versus Minker and tell me what it says. Minker. M-I-N-K-E-R. Says that, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't have it quoted off the top of my head.
So let's see you fuck it up.
But it says the U.S. Supreme Court has warned, because of respect for what appears to be law, statutes, codes, rules, ordinances, many citizens for their respective law, for what appears to be law, are cunningly coerced into waiving their rights.
Where I'm at, it's talking about immigration office.
Well, yeah, it was an immigration case, but the words were still the same.
Lies. Oh, lies!
Yes, it was.
And do you see, like, with the Bohes stop? Like, I even put the case law in the video for you guys.
I did not see the video.
You didn't see the Bohes video?
Nope.
Oh, don't worry, Josh. I saw that video. In fact, it was the first video I ever did about you. And you know what I had to say about it back then? You seriously are an idiot, you know that?
Oh, nice to see you haven't changed.
Are you kidding me?
I heard about it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people heard about it. 140,000 views online, man. This is how you look bad to the public.
Goddamn, those views are less than mine.
When you uphold rights, you look good and honorable. Just remember that.
You were other than honorably discharged from the Marine Corps after you were caught doing meth. And you want to talk about being good and honorable?
Yeah. Ivory's under investigation now. Okay. Did you hear he caused a traumatic brain injury to a lady?
Pure fiction.
And you seem like a good guy who wants to follow order. Well, I mean, besides the fact that you have a guy who hasn't hurt anybody or committed a crime, embrace it.
Liar, la 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 la, liar, la 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 la, liar, la 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 la, liar, la 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 la, liar, la 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 la, liar. God damn, that's a lot of charges. Holy fuck, that list is still going.
Yeah.
God damn, that's a list.
We'll see if Costin wants to go a couple more rounds with me. She looks really bad too, by the way. She looks really, really bad. And I hated to do that to her, but if you guys just leave me alone, this doesn't happen. I'm surprised you even pulled me over, man. Because most people never just stay away from me.
That's not how it works.
That's not how any of this works.
They are not going to let you go around violating the law simply because you don't agree with it.
Ah, do you hear how that...
I'm gonna look good on camera like you said the first time.
Right, and then you're gonna look like you retaliated against me, man. Come on! Come on, bro! Come on, you're better than this. You're smarter than this. Come on.
Nothing wrong except driving unsuspended. I have no issues with you.
And you think that's wrong.
It is. No.
Bro. That vehicle...
Right, go ahead and pretend on my side, alright?
Alright. That vehicle is licensed and insured.
But not to you. You don't have a driver's license or insurance of your own. That car was lent to you from another idiot, Michigan Constipation Crusader. And bear in mind, he's just a frauditor. He's not a sovereign citizen. He's not going to appreciate your arguments when he has to get his vehicle out of impound. And considering you were streaming this whole mess live, I'm sure your fiance wasn't happy either.
So, but anyways, you could still call Lakeside. You still have the opportunity to say, hey guys, just leave and we'll have somebody come pick up the vehicle.
Can't do that.
You can.
Yeah. My policies that I have to follow by my work state that if there is not a licensed driver inside the vehicle, if there is not a licensed driver inside the vehicle at the time of the stop, we do not bring people to our stop, and the vehicle will be impounded.
35 people in here now.
No one cares!
You just got 35 people. Like, I only have like 15, 20 people max. But when you arrest people...
140,000, or is that just on YouTube?
That's just on YouTube collectively. That's not on my channel. My channel is still small. Okay. So, but the big channels that I'm affiliated with, like, did you hear what happened in Utica?
Which incident that I heard in
Utica, the detective that no longer has a job.
Was that the captain? The words? The,
Morabito. He no longer has a job because he doesn't understand how he looks on this
was
thing.
that the chief?
No, that wasn't the chief, but I talked to the mayor.
No, there was I think it was Utica, who ended up losing his job there. But I don't remember all the details. That was about a year ago.
No, this was recent. This was like 4 weeks ago.
No, then I do not.
4 weeks ago, the guy, he no longer has a job. He no longer has a job. Okay? Because he couldn't learn, he didn't know how to act right. He didn't know that what he was doing was wrong. It's
a made-up tale. Why, yes, Josh, we all know about that incident you and your merry band of morons caused. And because you're a lying, worthless piece of shit, forgive me if I don't take your word for it. So that is why I made it a point to stay in contact with Chief Cody of the Utica Police Department, who as of the day of this video's recording, March 15, 2022, has assured me that Sergeant Morabito is still on administrative leave as the internal investigation is still ongoing. And of course, I would be negligent not to share with him this glorious piece of footage that exists thanks in no small part to your unceasing stupidity.
We didn't get any reactions anywhere else because they notified everybody. That's why I said silent treatment. When they come in deep, yeah, they do. You know they want to be tyrannical. You give them silent treatment, that makes it more likely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't really answer any other questions about what we were doing.
Yeah, but they could tell. Right.
Well, you would think if they could tell, then they would just not
Well,
roll
the
in.
fact that you stopped and engaged with them, let them know that you wasn't any kind of a threat. Usually that's their biggest concern.
Come to think of it, I'm not sure what's going to make MCC upset more, the fact that you're getting his car impounded, or the fact that you absolutely failed to make this officer look bad in any way.
I mean, the bottom line.
So you think every police officer that enforces the law is doing it wrong, so none of us should have a job?
I didn't say that.
Well, you're saying I'm wrong for doing my job, right?
I'm saying you are enforcing statutes and codes versus upholding rights. Which is more honorable?
Okay.
Which is more honorable? That was the question.
Your rights were taken away because you were driving while you were suspended.
The state can take away a right?
You were placed under arrest.
The state can take away a right? Do you see where this goes? Do you see why Costin doesn't want anything to do with me
either?
either?
Now you are released. Correct?
An unlawful detainment.
No, you were driving on a suspended license.
Again, the word drive in legalese means something totally different. Do you realize, like, when you go into that courtroom, they speak a completely different language?
Yes, legalese. You just told me that.
Right.
I am listening to you.
Right. Okay, so, do you have a law degree?
No, I do not.
Do you speak legalese?
No.
Then how the hell do you even know? No, but I
speak legalese.
I speak a little bit of legalese, yeah.
Okay.
A little bit, not a lot. But it's very, like, when you start to understand this stuff, I'm not trying to talk down to you, man. I'm really not.
Yes, you are.
But you put that uniform on every day. I'm sure you expect to be going out and doing good in the world.
And there's a lot that I do. I have a life-saving award for people I've saved because they've had medical problems, things like that. I go to accidents. I help anybody out who's injured.
Right.
I do everything.
Right, but then retaliating against me because you're upset that I watch you.
It was nothing. I literally gave you a fist bump and said, "Is everything good? Do you need anything?"
I know what happened. I was there.
I didn't have to talk to you, did I?
But now,
so there was no retaliation there. You're twisting the word.
We're going to go to Lakeside Towing, and they're going to look like they just stole a vehicle off the side of the road. That's how they're going to look on.
Well, they're going to have a slip that states that the vehicle was impounded.
It was stolen off the side of the road. Because right now we could have somebody come pick that vehicle up.
No, you can't.
Not by your policy?
Correct.
Well, does that policy need to change then?
Are you serious? You really think that just because you don't like the policy that this officer is somehow going to change it right there on the roadside? If you don't like it, then write to your local officials and ask for reform. Just be prepared for the fact that you're the one and only person who wants to change it, that you're not going to get anywhere.
I don't think so, because if I were to leave the vehicle here and leave, we are still responsible for that vehicle. So if anyone broke into that vehicle, we are responsible.
So, by waiting here and waiting for somebody to come get the vehicle, you see how we can get around these sort of things?
Now, you also
your discretion is very valuable.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's exercised discretion when necessary to people he felt were deserving of it. You've been nothing but a whiny, arguing pissant from the moment he pulled you over. I don't think he's going to exercise any discretion with you.
Yes, but I don't have discretion in everything I do, as I explained to you earlier.
Well, we're going to work on that. We're going to work on getting Chief Keller and Lieutenant Ivory out of it.
And if that
Those
changes,
two don't belong in that position.
let's have you step aside because Lakeside is pulling.
So anyways, here comes the thieves. Right. See, these are the guys that are the thieves.
You really, really should stop and think before you speak, Josh.
So, hey guys, they're coming to steal a vehicle.
No, they're not. They're coming to do legally protected activity, as you like to call it.
Yeah, let me grab a couple things out of there.
What do you need?
I'll grab it.
No, you won't.
What do you need?
I don't know what's in there, man.
What do you? Okay. What do you
Dude,
need?
I'm just grabbing my pop and my cigarettes, dude. It's not a big
I don't know
deal.
what's in the car though. So just give me a second, and I will get you your stuff, and then we can get it going.
Why can't, dude?
I know you know me, but is there a gun in the car? Do I know this?
Dude, now
I mean,
you're trying to gain entry into the car and do an unlawful search. I don't know what's in that car. It's not mine.
An inventory search is not an unlawful search. That has been upheld by the court as well. By the Supreme Court, if you want.
But you don't understand. Just because the Supreme Court says you can do it doesn't mean it's a good idea to do it.
Oh, fuck off.
Excuse me? Are you actually serious with that statement?
I think he is, unfortunately.
Is meaningless to you? You cited a case earlier in this video.
Yeah, you did. Me.
Several in the comments section of that first video I found about you, at which point I proceeded to prove to you why each and every one of them doesn't justify your bullshit. So it seems to me that the Supreme Court only holds value when it suits your narrative.
But if I
The Supreme Court also said you can lie to people.
If I don't do it, and you say that there's something in there that I didn't know about, and now you say it's missing, who's liable?
Well, you guys could have just had somebody come pick up the car.
I do have someone come to pick up the car.
Right, but somebody that's not going to try to steal money.
Like I said, if you need anything out of here,
they're going to look like the thieves. You're going to look like the guy that stole the truck. Yeah, hand me my cigarettes and my pot.
Which pot? There's like 3 Dr. Peppers in there.
Here, there's one in the back.
And the box?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is there a fucking child seat in there?
No, not that one. There's another one.
He's worried about a fucking Dr. Pepper, but fuck, the child care seat.
So, I guess the child seats and anything in there that your family or children might need were not a priority? No? Just your cigarettes and a can of soda? Can you possibly be any more than a subhuman piece of garbage in this video?
I'm going to say
I don't
no.
know what else is in there, because it's not mine.
Okay. So why would you need everything out of here if it's not yours?
Because he's an ass card.
Well, a lot of the stuff in there is mine. But I'm just saying it's not my vehicle.
That's all I'm saying. You said, I don't know what's in there, it's not mine.
Do you understand? This is why people say they don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
Okay. And just so you know, nobody consents to searching the vehicle.
Just so you know, you're an asshole.
So you're doing this unlawfully without consent, and you're doing it in front of...
I'm doing an inventory search, which has been upheld.
I understand. Listen, that's how Boaz did it too, man. That's how Boaz did it, but he still looks stupid doing it.
Yeah, well...
Well, you're stupid like that.
Your opinion, man.
So guys, I mean, call it the Boy Lake Police Department, I guess. Call Lakeside Towing, they're the ones stealing the vehicle. This guy could just drop it and...
No,
say,
no,
I'm
he
not
can't.
going to participate in roadside piracy.
The problem with you is you're completely delusional.
And stupid.
What's up, man? You realize how this looks to the world?
Yeah, that he has a job, you don't.
It doesn't look bad? Well, good thing you're not the judge of that.
And why not, Josh? Doesn't he have a right to judge the situation as much as you do? Or is it because he has a job and you don't that somehow that makes him inferior? Is that the fantasy world you live in, where unemployed, deadbeat, meth head dads are somehow better than everyone else?
It happens every day. You hear that, guys? It happens every day. Every day, these guys go and they take property that's not theirs. This isn't their property. Is that your property?
It's no longer yours, moron.
Nobody's forcing you to.
Yes, they are.
So that's Lakeside Towing. Lakeside Towing and White Lake Police Department.
Again, Josh, do you really want to encourage your audience to harass them?
Yeah, he wants a few more charges.
You want to drive me to my appointment? No life? Nearby. Nearby.
Hey,
yeah, let's go for a little ride along.
He's not a fucking Uber.
However, you want to go to the White Lake Police Department? That's where you want to go. Might as well. Is that where you want me to drive you? Yeah, let's go talk to Ivory about how he caused a traumatic brain injury. I don't know if he's in today, but he's never in when I come to talk to him.
I can't imagine why.
You want me to read you what the chat says? Sure. Sure? Following orders for a paycheck.
Yeah, it ought to be good for a
lark. They posted the phone number to the police department in here already. I don't control what the audience does, man. You understand that, right?
Oh,
other than you fucking told them call
times to your audience for shits and giggles.
Feel free to call up to Lakeside Towing if you want to, if you're unhappy with them stealing property that doesn't belong to them.
You know what? That's it. I'm done. There's nothing more. All he does is just say the same crap over and over again in the back of the police car until he gets to the station and conveniently stops filming when he goes into the station, probably because Lieutenant Ivory was there, because he's not actually under investigation for causing a traumatic brain injury, and that every word out of Josh Lanto's mouth is complete, utter, delusional garbage. Now, there are actually a few things that I've held back on throughout this video because I needed to get it finished. Otherwise, I would have cut this off a lot earlier. First and foremost, the most messed up part about all this is that Josh's original charge of driving without a license, the one that he's been going to court for and acting like a buffoon, the prosecution has decided to declare null prosequi. Sorry if I don't pronounce that properly. It just means that they've abandoned the prosecution. They've decided that he just wasn't worth it. Congratulations, Josh. You annoyed them to the point where they decided that you weren't worth prosecuting anymore. And you know what you ended up doing? You went out and got another ticket for the exact same damn thing. You just got off the docket only to put yourself right back on
the docket.
So now you have a new charge and a new case and a whole nother round with the judge and the prosecution. And guess what? That was on you, Josh. Not the system. The police department is not out to retaliate against you. You had every opportunity to just walk away and never have to go back to court again. But you chose instead to break the law and get yourself cited again. But you know what? That's not even the thing that makes me most furious about this
God,
video.
what else about this asshole?
It was this part.
But it's like, do you guys want the public to work with you or against you? Because you don't solve a lot of crime by having the public against you.
Correct. But also, just because I'm enforcing a law, even though the person on the other side of it does not agree with me, does not mean that I'm not doing my job.
Do you realize that Germans that did their job murdered Anne Frank?
Oh, fuck you.
I don't know what's worse. The fact that you're resorting to the completely unoriginal and ridiculous Nazi comparison, or the fact that your knowledge of the Holocaust begins and ends with the fact that you read the Diary of Anne Frank in high school. Let me tell you something, Josh, and furthermore, let me tell this to every frauditor and cop-hating idiot in the world right now. On the other side of the planet, there is an actual tyrant invading a sovereign nation killing civilians, bombing children. That is tyranny. That is evil. But no, in your tiny, selfish, little first-world problem-burdened brains, you think a police officer pulling you over and giving you a traffic ticket is worse. Am I overthinking it?
No.
I don't think so.
You most definitely are not, and I have to agree with you. And with that, we will bring part 2 to a close on that touch for the evening. Come on back for the overnight where Art Bell will have Great Touch. We will finish out that adventure, go ahead and take care of the dungeon, and everything else that we need to do. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. Get us to those goals of 50,000 views, 1,000 subscribers. So Boxy will send us those nice red packages, and Google YouTube will just, pay attention to us. CoinBase and Ibotta, you know the drill below for them. And until next time, be kind to one another. Rock and roll. Make sure your fights are great in Dominion. And we'll see each other next time as we continue to march along here from day one. Have a great night.